Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the One Pot Wonder today. Today we are making homemade blueberry pancakes with a side of bacon and some oranges. And we thought we'd just kind of switch it up a little bit and give you a morning meal. So today, you should have in your bags, you should have some frozen blueberries, some eggs, some butter, oranges, some baking powder, and some sugar, and some oil, your syrup. Oh, and we have added also some whipped cream, and you should have some flour and your milk. So that should be about all your ingredients. You have some bacon also in the front there too. So that should be what's in your bag. Plus there's a few little extras that we've added in just as an extra for if you need bread, or we've got some toothbrushes and stuff as well. So, excuse me. So, before we get started, I just want to give a big thank you to all our sponsors and our volunteers. We have the CIP grants, which is the Community Initiative Program through Alberta, who have generously allowed us to do this program and has supported us financially. So it's been a great big help, and a big thank you to them. We have the Pincher Creek Food Center, who continue to be a wonderful support to us and help each week with the supplies. And the Pincher Creek Lions also are providing the eggs and the milk. And we have the Creekside Community Church, who offer their kitchen to us, and a great big thank you to them as well. And we continue to have wonderful support through Pecunny Child and Family Services. The ladies are coming out diligently each week to help fill bags and to deliver. So huge shout out to them. And we have the Napi Friendship Association, who is kind of the overall sponsor and making sure we can get this program running and allowing staff to be a part of that. So great big thank you to Napi. And Kayla Ray is back this week, and she's behind the scene again for our video. And yeah, so we're gonna get started, and we're gonna use grills today. But if you don't have a grill, you can use your frying pans and just a flat sheet to cook your bacon in your pan or in the oven, whichever you prefer. But for today's demo, we're just gonna use the grills on the counter. So we're gonna get started, and we'll meet you over there. All right, so I've got myself a little organized. And your recipe is only for 6 servings. So if you want to make more, it takes about 6 servings is like 2 pancakes each. So it'll give you about 12 pancakes, but it depends on your size. So your size of your pancake's probably gonna be about that big. So we're gonna double the recipe for today. And so it calls for 1 1/4. So we're gonna put in 2 2/3 of the flour. And then we are adding 2 tablespoons of your baking powder. And I'll just put a little more because that was a teaspoon I used. And then we are requiring, the best thing I would suggest is to stir up your dry ingredients first, and just make sure that all of your powder, your baking powder is mixed in with your flour. And we're going to make a little well, and we're going to put in 2 eggs. Now, some people like to just whip up their eggs first. And, oh, isn't that just wonderful? Whoops. And then we need to add some milk. So we're going to add 2 cups of milk, and I've got a bum hand, so I have to use the other.
Oh, you want a big one.
And so we need 2 cups of milk that we're going to add in. And then we're going to add just a touch of salt, which you have in your bag. So it requires, so the recipe, a single recipe calls for a half a teaspoon. So we are going to put in a full teaspoon because we have a double recipe. And then we are also going to need, I would put in about 1.5, 2 teaspoons at the max. I'm going to use 2 because I've doubled it. And then you give her a good stir. And just make sure that your batter is not lumpy.
Do you have to add butter?
And, sorry?
Do you have to add butter?
So we're gonna just continue to mix this up, and then we will meet you at the grills. Okay, I forgot one thing before we go over to the grill. We need to add some butter into your batter. You can use butter or oil. I prefer to use oil. You have both, so you can either or, is up to you. But it requires 1 full tablespoon. Because I'm using a teaspoon, I'm going to use 2. And just make sure that your butter is melted or soft. Otherwise, just use your oil. And yeah, so your batter should come out like this. And so what we're going to do is we'll go to the grill and we'll start to make our pancake. I don't recommend that you put a lot of your blueberries into your batter before you have it on your pan, because otherwise it will just make your pancakes mushy, and it'll also make them a little waterier. So what's recommended is that you just put a few onto your pancake after it's on your pan, and then you can add as many as you like, and that way then your pancakes aren't going to turn out purple and mushy. So now we're ready to go to the grill. Alright, so we're going to put our pancakes in. I've already gone ahead and started the bacon on the other pan, so that will help this process quickly. And now the other thing that you might want to know is if you're wanting to do crepes, you need to just thin out your batter. Crepes are a little sweeter, so you might want to add a little bit of extra sugar to your batter. Same concept though, but it would have a little more extra milk in it as well. And as you can see, the batter we had talked about earlier was a double recipe, and this batter is quite thick, so it is deceiving. So you're not getting 12 pancakes, you're getting about 8 if your batter is a little thicker. But
how could you thin it out? What would you use?
with milk, you can thin it out with milk quite easily. Kayla had a really good suggestion. She said that if you did want to put in your blueberries, you could certainly, because in this recipe it does say to mix your your blueberries in your batter and let it sit for an hour. But I have not done that with this recipe. But apparently I've never done it, so I'm not too sure how that would work. But apparently having it in the refrigerator helps it so it doesn't go soggy and doesn't turn your batter purple. It just stays cold around your berries, so not sure how that process works, but so and we'll let that cook.
I don't know when to flip it.
When your pancakes start to bubble on the top is a good sign that you can flip your pancake, but definitely wait until you start to see the bubbling, and yeah, we'll be right back. Go. So as you can see, all the bubbles along the edging and on the kind of on the top, that's your sign that it's ready to flip. And so we're just gonna, you have to excuse my bum hand, I might have a slop. I might need to let you do this, Kayla.
Okay.
I can't twist my wrist, and right-handed is not my forte.
They look beautiful.
And then as you can see, we've still got the bacon going, and yeah, once we're finished, we'll come back and we'll show you the end product. Okay, we finally finished our creation, and I hope you enjoy your homemade blueberry pancakes with bacon and oranges. Have a great day, look after each other, and we'll see you next week.